people, my people, I greet you now. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this wonderful broadcast, to this wonderful edition, to this wonderful program. And I want to say welcome. As usual, my name is Ikem Patrick Dike, and I have been wanting to do a live program for the past few days now. And, I have been struggling with myself to do a live video. And I didn't just feel like coming live, but something prompted me to come live, because while I was scrolling and going through my Facebook, I saw some bunch of nuisance gossiping in America, gossiping the leader of IPOB in America. And I felt it would be necessary for me to be with some of the points they laid, and trying to prove who they are, trying to prove their capacity, trying to prove their academic achievement, trying to buttress their point, trying to claim relevance in as people that are based in America. And we saw the lady that had a kiss. Because it literally for me it was a kiss. When our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to America, the lady that hugged her so tight and ended up betraying her, today she has become a major blackmailer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A major blackmailer, and now she's holding a program they call the Daughters of Truth, where they dish out lies and deceit, and they don't even have nothing to offer. These are ladies with pancake all over their face, trying to, old women on pancake, trying to attract young boys. So it is because of these people that I decided to, do this live video, because most of the things they raised there, especially the man that called himself Clifford Iroanya, who was there talking about his achievement and all that. And I would like you guys to help me share this video, because from the beginning of the struggle, from when I started hearing our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak, the guy have always pointed out about saboteurs, how they are congregating, how they are gathering. Every time he come to make broadcasts, when he was regular in those days, he used to say that the saboteurs are gathering, but we will be identifying them one after the other. So and we try to see how Clifford Iroanya brought the resume of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a live program, to show us that our leader, how he studied geography, how he studied, and the university that he went to, both in Nigeria, in the zoo, and in London. That Clifford Iroanya went to a more professional university with a more professional course, and trying to present himself as the man that is best for the job, that he's more qualified than our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that made me to start laughing. That made me to start laughing, because what he said is that he's not envious of that why should he be envious of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That he's not envious of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's more qualified than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he has a better degree, he studied a better course, he's an engineer, you see that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell our people something. Do you know that you can envy somebody that is even smaller than you. You know, that is one thing people don't understand. You don't need to have a bigger academic qualification to envy somebody. You can be a PhD, you can be a billionaire, you can be a trillionaire, you can even be Bill Gates. But it's not all about your academic qualification. It is all about God choosing you for a job. We are talking about God. You see, Biafrans, you need to understand that the struggle for Biafra restoration does not require you to go and gather all the PhD in the world. Because the struggle for Biafra restoration is a divine project, a very clear divine one. And it is done by divine choosing. Divine choosing. It is God that chooses the king. God doesn't choose you based on your qualification. God doesn't choose you based on your level of education. God doesn't choose you based on the family you come from. If God chooses you for a job, he doesn't look at your deficiencies. When God chose David to fight Goliath, David was a non-entity. David was nobody. He had no experience in the battlefield. He had nothing, absolutely. He was just a little boy shepherding sheep. A little boy shepherding sheep. That was who David was. But God chose him because God created him for the purpose. He knew David even before David was born. David was meant for that particular assignment. And as at the time we are talking about, we had professors and graduates and people with brain strategy, war strategy. They went to military school. They went to the best military academy. But God didn't choose them. God chose a man with ordinary catapult to bring Goliath. Goliath have defeated men with a high war experiences. So you need to send this message to Clifford, Iroanya, that he should stop messing himself up. In the struggle for Biafra restoration, when you become a zonal coordinator, a unit coordinator, you don't become a coordinator. You are not given position based on your academic qualification. Those who hold positions in IPOB today are holding it based on their commitment to the struggle. Based on their commitment, pure commitment. Clifford Iroanya must have succeeded academically. Clifford Iroanya must have succeeded professionally as whatever field he's operating in terms of profession and career. But as long as Biafra struggle is concerned, he's a failure, and he has to accept that. Clifford Iroanya, you must have succeeded in your academics, you must have succeeded in your career, you must have succeeded in business, but when it comes to struggle for Biafra restoration, you are not choosing to be part of those who get Biafra. And your attitude and your body language have shown that you never came into this struggle with a clear intention of following the struggle to the end. So you coming out to come and tell us about who cares about your academic qualification? Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares about your academic qualification. We are not looking out for a man with the right academic qualification. We are looking out for the man that God has sent to do the job. And that is the man we are following. You understand me? I want to see if my chairman, Mazi Michael Iroanya, who is trying to come in, because I'm trying to bring you in, but it's difficult. If you can go out and try again, Please, Mazi Michael Iroanya, please, I want you to go out, possibly even if you have to switch off your phone, switch it on and come back again, because I'm trying to bring you in, but it's not going through. It's not going through. So, but guys, I want you to help us share this video, invite your friends, let your friends come in. Bring in your friends, please. Please, Mazi Michael Iroanya, please, I want you to go out. Even if it means off your phone and on it again and come back to this program, because I'm trying to bring you in, but it's not connecting. Something is wrong somewhere. So, you see, this idea, you know, my God, you know, sometimes when you look at people that claim to be wise men, wisdom is not, you see, that is why they say that silence is golden. Sometimes you might be going through some kind of situations, you might be going through some kind of difficulty or whatever challenge in your life. It's better you don't speak. It's better you don't speak. Sometimes you remain silent. Sometimes you pretend as if you don't even know what is happening. Because that is the best way to save yourself. Because the more you come out to speak about trying to defend yourself, the more you fall into a deeper pit. Clifford Iroanya went to a women's program to mess himself up, telling us about the age of the children, how this one is a lawyer, how the other one is a president of America. Who cares? That doesn't stop you from being a saboteur. That doesn't stop you from being a sellout. Even if you become Barack Obama, you can still sell out. Even after all, Obama also sold out. That today black people are complaining that he never gave them the help they deserved. So your qualification, even if that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu studied literature, even if that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, thank God that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even went to the university, confirmed. Because if today that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't go to school, they would have still used it as a weapon against him, that he's an illiterate, he didn't go to school. Ojekweje asino geography. Is geography not a course? And by the way, you that studied engineering, what have you used your engineering knowledge to do for your people? Have you been able to use your engineering profession to give light to your community? I'm asking Clifford Iroanya. Have you been able to use your engineering experience and knowledge to give water to your community? Have you used it to build good roads, which are basic amenities for your community? I'm not talking about generally Biafra now. Your own village. What have you used your engine? Because before you come to tell us about your achievement, you should tell us what you've been able to use your education to achieve. What have you achieved with your education as an engineer? You claim to be a mechanical engineer. That Nnamdi Kanu studied geography. Today, Nnamdi Kanu have used the geography and his knowledge in geography and history to impact life, have opened people's eyes to the point where people now know who they are. Nnamdi Kanu have used his own, because you are not trying to make it as if Nnamdi Kanu area of course, or maybe what he studied is inferior to what you studied. Your own superior course where you study, what do you take and achieve? That is the question. Your own superior engineering course, which we don't doubt you. Nobody is doubting that you are not an engineer or mechanical, civilian or chemical or whatever. What have you been able to use it for in your own community? How have it benefited your people? How have your engineering knowledge and wealth in experience, apart from this sabotage that you are. If you are a friend to Clifford Iroanya, please forward this video to the guy. If you are a friend to all those people that those Jezebels that call themselves daughters of Jezebel, they are not daughters of truth, because these are a bunch of traitors. Those pancake-faced traitors, that is what I call them. And I'm trying to see, I want to see if I can bring in my coordinator here, Mazi Michael Iroanya, to come on board and talk to us, because he told me there are things he would have loved to talk about. But he's not going. Mazi, please, if you can go out, like I said earlier, and come back, it will do us a great good. Biafrans don't care about your academic qualification, but for goodness sake, for speaking out loud. We don't care about your academic certificate, because education without value has nothing to contribute to us. If your education cannot add value to us, we don't need it. If your education will sabotage us, if your education will be an instrument of sabotage, Biafrans don't need it. Keep your education to yourself. Oh my God, oh my God. How many of you people are congregating against one man? All of you were in IPOB. All of you were in IPOB, and you fell away. While you were in IPOB, Mazi Clifford Iroanya, you were a shining star. While you were in IPOB, Clifford Iroanya, you were a superstar, a celebrity. Before IPOB came, what position were you occupying in the society? Who knew you? Who knew you before IPOB came? I'm asking Clifford Iroanya now. Who knew you? You lived in America for ages and many, many years. Now who know you? Omazi, I'm still trying to argue. But I'm finding it very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. And you know, the video cannot connect with my own. Before, Mazi, I don't have a connection to WhatsApp. I didn't plan for it. I would have been happy to see you here live with me. Believe you me. I would have, okay, let me see if I can try somebody else. Let me see, so that I will confirm it's not from me. Let me see. Okay, you see, I'm trying to see our brother Joseph. Before IPOB came, before you joined IPOB, Clifford Iroanya, who knew you, who you be? My people, good morning. This is your brother Mazi Patrick Dike. And this morning, I want to bring some of the things we heard yesterday on the interview of Mazi Clifford Iroanya, the greatest betrayer of our time, the greatest betrayer of this generation. We are here to bring the truth and the stupidity of Mazi Iroanya, Clifford Iroanya, to bear. Yesterday, you all saw the video that I did and how I gave my own little analysis and how I was able to ask Mazi Clifford Iroanya pertinent questions that needed answers. And I'm hoping that in the next few days, if he's courageous enough, he would respond to those questions and give Biafrans answers that they deserve. Here on, we are going to make this interaction very brief, but for the time being, I urge you to share this video and invite your friends. I will be having our brother Mazi Solomon Peter, who is seriously enraged, angry, and disappointed, and I'm bringing him to the show to give us his own view and understanding about the video that Mazi Iroanya, Clifford Iroanya, the interaction he had with the daughters of Jezebel, co-named the Daughters of Truth. And I'm inviting Mazi Solomon Peter to join us in this program, and I hope we'll be able to. This video is not going to spend a long time. We are going to make it brief because in the joining our brothers of the River area of Biafra and another program.
Yeah, it's the same thing that I told you earlier on, that without my earpiece, you might be hearing me bad. But I will try to fix my earpiece now, so that you will stop hearing yourself back, because you are using Bluetooth.
Yes, Mazi. I think it's better now. Even without the earpiece, I no longer hear myself. Can you hear me?
Yes, you no longer hear yourself because I'm now using my earpiece.
Beautiful, beautiful, Mazi. Good morning. You're welcome to the program.
Oh, good evening from my end. All here, Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Mazi, when we were discussing earlier today, I saw how enraged you are. I saw how angry you are. And for such reason, I said, I would want you to come over to share your own view about a transmission that went on yesterday on Facebook, which involved the former member of the DOS of an IPOB, Mazi Clifford Iroanya, who practically came on Facebook yesterday to, talk about his experience in IPOB and everything that went through in IPOB while he was the principal officer there. And most of the things he said were somewhat things that most of us didn't believe, he could, because most of us saw Clifford Iroanya as one of those intellectuals among, the people among us, but he's featuring on the daughter of, because I call them the daughters of Jezebel, even if they call themselves the daughters of truth, I do not see truth in what they do. As long as you are a betrayer, you fell off from IPOB, you betrayed IPOB, you have nothing left. And this Clifford Iroanya and this same group have a lot of things in common, which is trying to go against the Constitution, trying to go against the will of the people. So Mazi, you listen to the whole thing that happened yesterday. You listen to how he tried to defend himself and how he tried to run the leader of IPOB down in that program. Mazi, give us a little brief. Introduce yourself to our people first of all, because I believe that there are a lot of new people coming in who would want to know you before you proceed.
Thank you, Mazi Pat. When you are speaking, it's like your voice is shrinking or going and coming. So I'm not sure if the people in these platforms are hearing you, if the same thing is also happening to them or not. But if they are hearing both of us, great. Okay, that's fine. We are not here to talk to ourselves. We are here to interact with Biafran. Yeah, yes. All lovers of freedoms, we are here to interact. Started hearing Biafran news of recent. Please don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed by the name that we are going to call here and by the things that we are going to say. So join us. IPOP was and the in a journey. They are coming from somewhere and they are still going somewhere. So all our stories are together. So it doesn't matter when you join. So you can also hear the story of where we are coming from, because it has been a journey all the way. So, and a lot of things has happened. There is a lot of fallout of people, and there is so many people who has functions in different capacities, who did not maintain the standard and the level of discipline required for their office, and there was fallout. So then there was fallout, and that is where we are today, and that is some of them that we are mentioning their name that are coming on the Facebook to say things that does not correspond to short. I'm going to counter, like as Mazi said, that I was angry and furious. Now, at this moment, I don't feel embarrassed about people when I'm about to tell them truth. You know, at this moment, I'm not embarrassed, but I am here to counter most of the things that we heard the people said. First of all, I want to start from Munashi, who is amongst the people that are called the Daughters of the Truth, who are actually invited Clifford Iroanya. So from here, I want to ask Munashi to make public what makes her to fall out with IPOB, because we saw her last time hugging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in America, leaning on his chest. And even at that moment, I was showing Biafrans that this kind of women, I know them. They are the type, because most women like that, they like men that other men respect, and they will try everything possible in their reach to seduce such men. Even that is why some pastors are falling into fornications and adultery, because a woman of her type, they like men that other men respect. So they will try everything to seduce you. And when they don't have their way of seducing you, they will go against you. They will go against you. But people, we looked at them that they wanted to make a point, but actually they are dying of jealousy in their heart. They are dying of jealousy in their heart. They are dying of not being able to have their way. They are dying of not being able to seduce the man. They are dying of not being able to do and achieve what they wanted. Now, when you consider the story of Samson and Delilah, when you consider their story, such women, they are always on a mission. That is a woman's like her, Munachi. They always come on a mission, and when their mission is not accomplished, they will seek for the life of a person like Samson. They will always come around with their trick to seek for the life of people like Samson. And that is the person of Munachi. I challenge her through this program, and whosoever that will tag her, to come out publicly, to make it publicly what is the reason of her fallout with IPOB. And I moved from Munachi, who was smiling, folding her hand, and
proceed. I'll be back in a moment. Just proceed. Go ahead.
Who was smiling and folding her hands and showing the sign of surprise when Clifford Iroanya was talking. And yeah, I want her to come openly and state why she fought out, so that Biafran can judge. And that is also a challenge that we have given to Clifford Iroanya long time ago, to come out and do live program. Put your number open, so that Biafran can call you and ask you questions, so you can clarify. Okay. So now, but in this program, because it's going to be very, very short, I'm a busy person. I'm working for my own life. So, and for my people also. So now I wanted to counter most of things that Iroanya was showing. One of the points that he raised is that Radio Biafra was registered as a business liability under the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he wanted to make jest of him. Now, I want to ask Clifford Iroanya to come and publish to us under which name was Radio Biafra International was registered.
Radio Biafra International.
let him make public under which name was Radio Biafra International was registered. Let him bring out the document and also show us. And I want to counter that part again. Let Clifford Iroanya also comes out to answer us. Was she there with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when Radio Biafra was registered? Was he there? Was he there when that was done? Was he with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Was he there when this was done? Then another things I want to use to counter what Clifford Iroanya said. Again, are we Biafran in Radio Biafra, or are we Biafran by the indigenous right? Is Radio Biafra, is that where we are Biafran? Or are we Biafran by the indigenous, by the right of indigenous? That is the question Mazi Clifford Iroanya has to answer. Because Radio Biafra is just a platform created to serve Biafrans. Radio Biafrans is not Biafran. We are Biafrans. Radio Biafran is a platform. Radio Biafran is an internet service created to serve Biafrans, created to spread the news of Biafrans, created that Biafran's voice, Biafran people by the indigenous right, that their voice will be heard. So that is what Radio Biafra is.
Mazi, hold on. You see, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu registered Radio Biafra, he and up to today have remained the director of Radio Biafra London. That means that Radio Biafra London is under his control. He registered Radio Biafra for the purpose of information dissemination, for the purpose of creating the awareness needed to be able to, give the people the required tool and instrument to wake up and start the journey of the restoration. But from Clifford Iroanya's interpretation, that the registration of Radio Biafra automatically have made Biafra Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's personal property. That is the picture he's trying to paint. Mazi, go ahead.
The preacher that Clifford Iroanya, remember that you know me, you know that I know Clifford Iroanya very well. I know Clifford Iroanya, and I know even Onyena Clifford Iroanya Ogu. I know Clifford Iroanya very, very much, because he has been speaking even to people. I haven't spoken with him because I'm putting every record straight, but I know him very well. I have his text messages. I have all his communications with people secretly, people that he is gossiping.
I think that Mazi has a problem with his network. Mazi has a problem with his network, and let's see if we can give him a little time to be back. His line is cracking. So I want to see how we. Okay, Mazi is out, and I believe he will be back soon. Let's see if we can reconnect with Mazi Solomon. Mazi Solomon, I will reconnect you. Even if you've called in, I'm finding it difficult to reconnect you. So what you do is you log out and come back again, and let's see if it will be possible to bring you in. Yeah, I'm having this no answer. Mazi, I will advise that you go out completely and try to come back again. Let's see if it will be possible to bring you in back, because I can see we are having this difficulty trying to reconnect as a result of network problem. So like Mazi was saying, Mazi is not just somebody who speaks from the point of view of a novice or somebody who is speaking from the point of view of a passerby. He has his facts, and that is why I'm bringing him to this program, so that he will give us the facts about things that he knows at that personal, level. When it comes to the issue of Clifford Iroanya and co, not just Clifford Iroanya, many of them, many of the ex-principal officers who sold out, who betrayed. Mazi has a lot of things that they don't even know he has. Mazi, go ahead, like you were saying earlier.
Thank you. So about Clifford Iroanya, I know him very well. I know how I can predict him here, and you will see how he will go. So now, I'm not here to put any allegation, and I'm not here to castigate or to abuse or to insult, but I'm here to encounter all the things he tables in that very conversation he has with Daughters of Truth. And we want him also to come more, so that we will be able to counter ourselves. Because I'm telling you, these times around, Clifford Iroanya will expose himself he will expose himself. Nobody is going to expose him, because we are going to follow him one step at a time. And he will keep exposing himself, and we will keep encountering him. So, according to him, now he claimed that on his own, because I know him very well, why he project the registration of Radio Biafra. I know them very well, and I know them very well. I don't want to call further name. Why he project the registrations of Radio Biafra, by the way, is he wanted to show people that Nnamdi Kanu registered Radio Biafra with intention to defraud you, to defraud the members of IPOP. That his intention of registering Radio Biafra is to defraud Biafrans. That was what Clifford Iroanya was. That was his message. I have heard him severally, that the intention between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being the director of Radio Biafra is to defraud Biafran. And he is the one selling all the lies that is making people to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a scammer, to call Nnamdi Kanu a criminal, because he's selling the lies as this person who has been in a position and who has been a very close, who has been in a very high position. So he thought that people will believe him. And actually, people who wanted to believe lie, even when the truth is being said, or when the truth is being said, is going ahead to believe him, because they assume that person in his position, in that position, that anything that he says might be considered as a truth. But they never know who Clifford Iroanya is. And we are going to follow him. We are going to follow him step by step. And we like this way that he is now coming. And he said he will come back in the Facebook. And what I'm asking him and begging him today, if he has summoned courage to come to Facebook to counter IPOP and to counter the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let him start coming live and put number down where he can be contacted, so that our discussion with him will be live. We go live. Let him not sneak in behind women who cannot even put live, who cannot even do a live program, and put number online so that they will be questioned. So if he is ready now, that he has the stance, because Omiomio was defending him last time, that he is a busy man, he doesn't have time. Now that he is less busy, we want him to start doing live program, put number online so we can contact him direct, because we are the one that Clifford Iroanya lead. He led us. So he owns us responsibility. There is things that we coded that he has to explain. So let him not just come to hide behind women who try to seduce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and because he does not fall sheep to their seduction. So now they now have the right. They now have the right. They feel pompous to come and deface us and call us our people. Who is your people? That, and then they look at us as people who are not educated, who are not intelligent, that people like them who are rotting brains are coming to educate people who are naturally born intelligent. Intelligence is not how far you go to school. There is people that are born intelligent. It's a natural gift, and it is found in a Biafran land. With the half education, with the half-baked education we have, take people who make documentary about us. With our half-baked education, we did not lack brain. We are intelligent. We know when you wanted to use us. So what I'm pointing out is that what he's trying to point out there is that Biafran, that Nnamdi Kanu, by registering Radio Biafra and being the director of Radio Biafra, that his intention is to defraud us. But I want to counter it. I want Clifford, I'm in Australia. I want Clifford Iroanya to go to American website for registering business and the Google the registration of Australia in America. Australia is registered as a company under liability in America. I don't want to go further, but I want to point out to Munachi and the Clifford. They registered a platform. Let them make public under which name did they even register the page they are using to transmit. Under which name?
On Facebook, because they also registered
Mazi, yeah, I want to make my point, okay? You will come in later. Okay. Under which name did Munachi and her daughters, of whatever daughters they are, under which name did they register the platform in which they are transmitting? Under which person's phone number? Under which person's credentials did they register the platform in which they are calling us their people in the Facebook? Under what name? Under what name did Clifford Iroanya and his group registered Radio Biafran International? Under which name? I want them to explain it. They are coming. They are coming. Clifford Iroanya stated that because that is what he's pointing out, that we Biafrans are sponsoring Radio Biafra, which is in Nnamdi Kanu's business. Yes. The Facebook you are streaming at to talk about Biafra, who is sponsoring them? Where you are yelling and opening your mouth, oh, God help me, because I don't want to go to this extreme, because I want this thing, I want to follow him step by step. So I don't want to talk as somebody who is embarrassed. I am not envious of anybody. I am not jealous of anybody. Where I am today is where God wanted me to be. The level I am is the level that God wanted me to be. Because I am where I am today, despite all the struggle to be more than who I am today, but I am still here. So it can be easy for me to accept that whatever level I am is where God has allowed me to be. Okay. But I wanted also Iroanya now to understand something very, very important. He pointed that the intention of Nnamdi Kanu of being a Radio Biafra being registered as under with Nnamdi Kanu name, that his intention is to defraud Biafra. And I want to counter it. Because himself, as Clifford Iroanya, knows that Radio Biafra is not Biafran. Radio Biafra is not Biafra. And therefore, if Radio Biafra is registered under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and dedicated to serve Biafra, what is wrong? What is wrong on it? Is anything wrong? No. Now, we talked about the money. That the money that is being contributed in IPOP is being used to sponsor the Radio Biafra. Now, I want to ask Clifford Iroanya, if Radio Biafra is registered and was dedicated to serve Biafra, who's supposed to sponsor it? Who is Radio Biafra serving? A governor is being elected sitting in your state, because I come to know now that Clifford Iroanya, you are an Anambra man from Uli. Now, as in Anambra there, you have a governor rated, voted, and put on a seat. Who was that governor? Who was that governor selected to serve? Is it not the indigenous people of his state? Then under that service, who is paying the governor? Is it not the indigenous people of his state? Is it not the resources of the indigenous, the money of the indigenous people of the state? Is it not what is being used to pay for that governor, to pay salary for that governor? Is it not the state money that is being used to pay for the governor who was hired to serve the people? Now, you said that we are contributing money to service Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's business. Why the Radio Biafra is dedicated, and you, Iroanya, that we heard your voice. We heard your voice, or we come to know who you are, is from Radio Biafra. The same Radio Biafra that you are trying to castigate, that you are trying to point as a criminality. The same Radio Biafra is where we had you, Iroanya, from the first time. You led us through Radio Biafra. We would have not known where you are, because you are rich, you are PhD, you have only used it to serve your family. As you come to claim to them that you are training your son, you are training your daughter as a lawyer, that is your own property and your own responsibility. You don't need to share it with anyone, because it's your responsibility to train them. And if you call it achievement, it's up to you. But I want to point out, who are you before Radio Biafra? Who did people know you? With all your certificate, with all your engineer, where are you? Who are you? We had you for the first time through Radio Biafra. It is through Radio Biafra you, Iroanya, led us. And it's through Radio Biafra we had your voice. So if we, from the same source which we had your voice, in which you led us, so if we sponsor that platform, is it evil? Is it greediness? Is it criminality, as you claim to? If we contribute money for the same radio in which we hear your voice, in which we recognize you, in which you give us command, if we sponsor that radio station, if we contribute that everybody working in that radio station, including some of us, should be paid, is it a criminality? Because you have used the same platform to serve us, because the same platform has dedicated, and the same platform was being used to serve us and to gain our voice.
Even while he was on Radio Biafra, he was receiving pay. He was being paid, confirmed by his uncle, because I'm trying to see if I can play an audio where the uncle of Clifford Iroanya actually said that Radio Biafra was paying him the amount of money that any government in the world would not have been able to pay him.
Okay, sir.
Amaromi hemji baby here begging. Mahamumbo.
Yes, sir.
I gave one day. I see ba for Benny Robini. I wrote to Namu Manage.
Okay.
I see ba for Uzo Benue Gakem, the border town. I am for Benue, Neji the Manage. I just state, Neji the Manage. I knew Adamawa, Bornu, Katsina, Bauchi, Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, Niger, Baro, Neji the Manage.
Sir. I put halal libo of Inhan Kaibo.
Obaka, I am no lola. Can one Neji adding so yes for that benefit. One now. So, ne mu Clifford, method I like to know to know. I'm an Akpago. I'm a Japan Nagremeda, Lapan Nagremeda. I'm a Clifford, Silla Pago. I ain't Bago. Pago in Ebe bagule duago. He be open. I'm a poor person. I'm what I'm to no sireno. Maybe a benya go to here. Maybe a bem Jala rula. Uli la prota. Police la be Police ama be bo corona ko. Akama. Asigi Bahanya. No, about the main truth. Clifford. A match, quail up where phone.
A million kubu malam where Otto Monday at the phone.
Then,
non be a phone him.
Oh, Martin, Neamahage.
Million pull a phone.
Therefore, Margaret.
Million of Begaliru, Monaile pull a phone.
So, Agme were trying Talimo Basra Clifford.
Yes, sir.
Clifford seemed be a bagger.
Yes, sir.
Eh? Obaham Mado. Ogaham Madon. Silomo Yelia Lazo, easy, Liabo easy, Lonyabu, dear Lidabo, Nande, Carlo. Mananda Mado, Le Tiriha, Okuloka, Ole we. Ogbram before God and the whole course of heaven. Lego Biafra la where the government is out where mother. I call it back in Ghana all the key who are for.
Oh, you for cause.
You will wrestling back resign. Therefore, Leala resigned. Leaga resigned instantly from Biafra. Malia resigned. Leama Puapula Biafra. Leaga no quaya no dimia, a mezuo. Ya urechile chukwakelu. Lome post Yalazo. Wama grauko. To university level, chemical engineering, the highest post to Madonna Mena University.
Yes.
So lia bụ otu nwa na ụfọdụ mmadụ na-achụ ya ogbugbu mmebi agbaghị ya lia gị lia aṅụkọbeghị ntu a of which lideri akwụkwọ ma mbụrụ ndị nwe fonu a na-eme apịa ya maka ya good aji m agba ya ịkpọ ya laga ịchọrọ ịbịa nga ọnụ.
Okay, sir.
He will send you the money to go. So maybe I call that in here. Ma amateur, let me tell you, Ben, every mark, it's longer. C'est la gueule de Jezebel au corona cog. Oh, you better pour about that regular. About in run to Abamo, you be shilu, let your men gambling no matter. I'm a cable god. A woman I get having Leon, or won't cacrom nando. Join. If you ever imagine my grandmother lay by you, Mamma, I did in this guy said, we have been born all over. Allah may beg again. Come you remember a born chichebe put. I am a man of character, the conscience of society. Unga obansi. I'm able the oldest person near me a kita. Apachaganya jala lomo akwanye buri. Madrid no lomo akuzu. Apachaga ahotonya mele abobo. Even fought, Dike, Igana no fought. The father called me his angel. What fought will do some. Therefore, he a country can make him one. Ka he would have wire, joya, or bunge patara resignation. Edwoyodo, Educhaya, Magalia Baya Butani Mosi, Anyalang number.
Oh, you have a sir. Agent number, sir. Agent number. Dicky Hebrew. All I know.
I don't tell man.
Sir, I'm Clifford, Iroanya. I'm from here. I lay me. Medially equivalent phone and bobble before the other men arrest. Then, I will on him, Nikusa.
Osili amara Clifford yali kuko la phone before one problem ndị abịa mee ya arrest chikọrọ siri phone ya
so onwezi ka
so yali ala collect zila
ndị aja akpanwuzi
So emere ha ga arrest
abere ni buri ọbọ ahụ ya tọ
ndị ebe
ndị Nigeria
ndị Nigeria
anụrụ m
so sir since Amelia lose your contact, so that all your battle Amelia did. That is number one. Number two, Amanumu in your battle with the Celia resign or in your Basara Biafra. On Amelia Koya or Kawaniaram Mungota in Cape Bossa.
Mazi.
Okay, Mazi, coming to that point, I cannot talk about the source that I have not verified here. Regarding that audio that was released, I am yet to verify it. I will verify it and I will come back to it. But I am countering what Mazi was stated. Mazi Clifford Iroanya or Clifford Iroanya or Dr. Clifford Iroanya, whatever thing. I am countering what he said. he put the message out there, and the Munachi was folding hand and clapping. And I see how stupid. Who is the man that is keeping this kind of women at home? Now, that is the reason. The kind of peoples like this is the reason why you will always see people, widows, because this type of people are the people that make sure that after you have struggled with them as a man, when it is time to settle, they will take you out. I see betrayal. I see wickedness, devil incarnations with the women who are sitting there. They want to deny the effort. They want to deny the sacrifice that Nnamdi Kanu as a person has made. As a person, Clifford Iroanya goes as far as letting them know that so amount of money is coming in, but Clifford Iroanya have not brought a paper in which what expenses that was made and why that money was spent. He's only pointing out for the money that comes in, which the money, audio money he has in his paper, because Clifford Iroanya has never been the accountant in IPOP. He has never been. Then he is showing them the money that come in. He was not showing the money that even in his own possessions, under his authority, that was spent. The amount of money that was spent. So I want, if I finish talking, you will know between the person in the person of Mazi Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu that Clifford is trying to accuse. You will know between him and Clifford who is more criminal. Now, he counted for them the money that comes in, how the money is spending. Clifford Iroanya, I challenge you. The money, how money that was spent under your command, you must print it out. You must print it out. Now, because I'm in hurry, Mazi, this is just introduction. I'm coming. Don't just worry about Clifford Iroanya and all these gangsters of Daughters of Truth. I can handle them. Okay? So now I wanted again to ask Clifford Iroanya as a way of moving forward in this program. He said in a Kujo prison that Nnamdi Kanu's brother and his mother visited him, not to know how he's feeling, because before they left their house to go and they visit Nnamdi Kanu, they sat down with Clifford Iroanya and they discussed with Clifford Iroanya that we are going there not to know how he's feeling, how her daughter and his brother is feeling. They discuss it with Clifford Iroanya. I want you, when I'm encountering this, I want you to be judging who is lying. Clifford Iroanya did not tell us that this Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his mother and his brother, he did not tell us that they call him Clifford Iroanya or sat down with him as Clifford Iroanya and tell him before they went to prison to visit that they are going there not to know how Nnamdi Kanu is feeling. He did not tell us, but he formulated, as an educated man he tried to be. He formulated on his own because he said money was asked. So now he wanted to deny the aspect that a family has no feeling. Hey, Clifford, a family, a mother has no feeling for his son in suffering.
In prison.
And the Munachi, who is a mother, Munachi and her group, who is a mother of kids, are folding hands and clapping for Clifford Iroanya, how truth can it be that a mother has no feeling for his son, which was in the prison, in a very critical condition? Munachi, answer me. You have sons, you have daughters, you claim to have bear children for somebody, though you are still looking for a man to seduce. Because we saw it clearly when Mazi was in America. You are leaning on his chest, you are hugging him, you are doing all this. And when you didn't succeed in your seduction, now you are coming in a different angle. I want you to answer me, Munachi.
Yeah,
You are holding your hand.
Since he could not bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down sexually, he want to bring him down with propaganda. Mazi, go ahead.
You are folding your hand when somebody was dishing a lie in a platform you send that his mother did not go to prison to know how his son is doing. And you have son. How could that son of yours be in prison? You that claim to be a mother and you have no feeling. Naturally, can such thing happen? Can such thing happen? The Bible says that the suckling mother, the mother cannot forsake the child that he is breastfeeding. That naturally it has no foundation. It has no foundation. It has no grip. And Munachi, somebody is telling lie and you are listening. And you are claiming with the one that put danger in her mouth. You are claiming that he is intellectual, he is intelligent, he is educated, and he is lying before you. That the mother and the brother, my brother, does not have a feeling that I am suffering. And I want to ask you again to counter you with the truth. Munachi, you are listening. And Clifford Iroanya with his lies says that they come there only to ask for money. And you claim that you have the document that the money was given to them. Do you know the price of raising son? You said you train your children. Clifford Iroanya, you are training your children in university. Is that real? Is that true? Is that true you train them to be a lawyer? Do you know the cost of raising a child? Do you know the cost of raising a child? Do you know it? Do you know it? That they come there and they ask for money. And the same Biafran in which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the prison for, the same Biafran, the service he was rendering to Biafran was what took him to that dungeon. That was what took him to that prison. And he was there for Biafran. So is it, Munachi, you are listening when this man was telling lie. Is it wrong for Biafran? It is wrong that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will suffer for Biafran. And then is it wrong for the same Biafran he suffered for to have assisted him or assisted his family, even at the point of being in prison, incapacitated? At the point of being incapacitated in the prison, is it a wrong that Biafran in which he goes to that prison, is it wrong that that Biafran assists him at that moment? If his money is what he needs, do you know how many of us, do you know how many men that counted a real dollar and give to assist Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the prison? Because he knows that his suffering in that prison is my own suffering and your own suffering. And you are busy sitting down. Your wife needs legal offense sala. Your wife is cooking offense sala. Ofo nubu, ofo boloko. Every day you relax in a dining. You eat and you lick your hands. And a man was sleeping. You even stated that he was sleeping on the floor. And you know that this man has a sickness, as you complained there, that is an ulcer. This is all the pain that, oh my God. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, holy, holy.
Holy, holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Mazi, go ahead.
So Nnamdi Kanu, instead of you to go to hospital and leave these Biafran things to go and be treating yourself, you still with your sickness goes for prison for me. Still with the pain of your sickness, you still carry it. Hey, this man, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu
is
is another savior. No way.
Yes.
That is why last time in your program, Mazi, I told you that I see person like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an individual who has died many times. I don't consider him being alive. So, Clifford Iroanya, you open your mouth, and Munachi was clapping for you and her group that this man is sick, really sick. He has a sickness, and he ignored even his own self. When Buhari, who was your president you are serving, when he was sick, he abandoned your government. He ran to London to receive treatment. But Nnamdi Kanu, with his own sickness, was in the prison for you. Was in the prison. You stated he was sleeping on the floor. Who is he sleeping on the floor for? Now, and you said clearly, and you said you have other documents that you are going to bring on Ricardo Reed. Me, Solomon Peter in Australia is waiting. I challenge you. When you are coming, you said you will upload it in the Daughter of Truth. You are lying. You don't need to upload it in the Daughters of Truth page. Come on a live program. Because if I say everything that needed to be said now, it will be like, no, Fuonye,
So
I want to,
Mazi, go ahead.
Mazika, yeah. So I want him to come to a live program, because this is the kind of people I want to talk to. It's not like people who are yamming, who has never been part of anything, who has never come around IPOB, and they are just outside blabbing just because they are being feared with the lies from all these officers. So so you are judging from one person's comment. So we want Clifford Iroanya to start any chance, because Omiomio defend him. He does any chance you have. Come on live program. Put your phone online. Biafra gonna follow you. We will call to ask you questions. We will call to ask you questions. I challenge you. But anyway, oh my God, I couldn't hold my emotion at this moment. And I'm not the kind of person that are insultive. I always want to counter truth. I want to counter lies with truth. If Nnamdi Kanu is serving Biafran, there is nothing wrong from Biafran serving him. Now I countered you by saying that 1 million, common 1 million. I don't even know why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anyway, he doesn't have everybody's number, because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if he is outside and they have people number and they call one person and ask for 1 million, we would have deposited 10 million. Personally, 10 million in his account. Person who is serving me deserves back. That is just the pure truth. It's a natural law. You read say, the horse that on, you should not close the mouth of that horse that thresh the corn. the horse that treads the corn, the mouth should not be closed. Ebe onye bi ka ọ na-awachi, ebe onye na-alụ ka o si eri. Let us not reserve the truth because we want people to hear the lies. This is how I counter all those lies.
When Clifford Iroanya was in IPOB as a principal officer, his own uncle confirmed that Clifford told him that he was receiving benefit from IPOB.
That is
that
where I
benefit from IPOB. It's a video audio that I listened to this morning.
See, Mazi, I don't want to.
So what is wrong if Nnamdi Kanu should also benefit as the major principal officer in IPOB?
Mazi, yes. Mazi, all these things we are saying, we are waiting for Clifford Iroanya. We don't want him to hide behind women. I will not insult, but I will counter all their behaviors, which when Clifford, she was busy folding hands, showing surprise, showing somebody opening her eyes and all that. That is what I'm encountering. I don't care. It doesn't concern me. I only encounter the truth. A deceiver and you are a liar, and I want all Biafran to see how people who are liars and deceivers, how they behave. Is the same woman who was living in the Kanu hugging him. Now I want to come. She has not come to tell us openly why she fell out with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we can counter her lies also. I'm only countering the lies of Clifford Iroanya. You have no documents to present. Biafra will show you. You will be in your surprise that even some of you who are using elder, intimidating the mother na village. Elder, eji anala ndị mmadụ ana nna ha na village. Na elder have said, elder, ihe eji mmadụ nwunye ha, ihe eji ala ajadu. Oh my God, ihe eji ala ajadu na village, elder. All these things, we know them. We know what we are fighting because very soon, we are going to be the elders to some people. And if we don't do it now, then we can also do elderly people. All these elder shit yalo mwanya. Na abia egbu okuku nwanya esi okuku nwanya amacha okuku. Peta abiazia iri ya sineje welo mmo elder ndi alulu ana. Erizie. Now, the only thing again, actually, the one encounter again from what Clifford Iroanya is projecting is this. Most of platform registered across the countries. The reason of registration is not because why they are being registered, but why they are registered is because you cannot operate without having a legitimate registered business. So whatever you are talking about registration, we don't care. Now, I want another lie I want is because Munachi and her group talk of transparency. And they talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trying to fight other people because he wants to bring them to his level. Now, I want to counter Clifford Iroanya. Politically, apart from what you acquire as individual, every one of us do. Onwere onye bụ doll baby. Onwere onye bụ doll baby. What you acquired as being in your profession, what is your position politically? In which way politically are you bigger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? On which way are you politically? Because the struggle of Biafra is local politics. In which way are you bigger or even lesser or even smaller to measure with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No way. So the point I want to make now before I drop is that I still challenge Munachi and her group, make line open for your program. And I challenge Clifford Iroanya, come to Facebook Live with a number to contact you. If you are not a coward, if you are not a failure, if you assume that you are still relevant, and you not fail by resigning from your positions or resigning from IPOP, if you feel like that is not a failure, if you feel like that is not backwardness, come to live program and make your line open to Biafrans. We are going to contact you. We are going to ask you a question openly. To say more things here, as in per se that we are like in we want it physical with you through via Facebook program.
Yes,
so
Mazi.
we will iron it out.
Mazi, you know, I remember when we were children. After committing all the commitment, we'll go and run behind, we'll be peeping from the backyard. You understand what I'm saying? To see if it's back from, we'll be peeping from backyard. And if you want to, maybe now come into the house, you go through your mother. You understand what I'm saying? Then your mother will be in the because this is what Clifford Iroanya is doing now, trying to go through this. He knows that on his own he cannot defend himself. He doesn't have the character to even accept his responsibilities. Clifford Iroanya have not even been able to, he's not courageous enough to tell Biafrans where he got it wrong and where he got it right. He's always on the defense, trying to tarnish the image. Does it mean that all through Clifford Iroanya's position as a principal officer, man, he never made any mistake? Mazi, it takes courage for a man to own up and say, this is where I knew I would have done it this way, I wouldn't have done. Mazi, go ahead.
Mazi, I am not here just about people that does not concern me. Clifford, because she is nowhere close to anything to discuss. Like men like us. What are you gonna discuss with such people? I listened what they said. Even the laymen cannot pick up anything from what they are vomiting from their mouth. They are biased. They seem to seduce Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into their laps. It did not work. Of their embarrassment, they come to talk things, say they are educating Biafrans. I just look at people and I imagine, which ones are these? Coming to educate people that are born to be intelligent. People that are naturally, it's not education that gives an Igbo man intelligence. It is a natural gift from God. Even though he's speaking English and making mistakes, that does not deny him the position of intelligence. When you dare him, you know how intelligent he is. It's not a grammar. You are trying to, because you are trying to filter your grammar, and because you think that you can filter boldness and what it takes to educate an Igbo man, a Biafran, with your stupidness. Who are you ready to die for? Challenge are you ready to take for Biafran? What hardship are you ready to go through for Biafran struggle when it comes now? Machezozia that na chezozia na ukuku ikuji oji abro ihe ga-esili ike, mana ọ bụrụ na ukuku ji oji ana ga-afụ enu anya. Ana amachali Biafran struggle or matter. Put down your argument on the table. You follow it up. It's not something you push with emotion. If you don't take it, I go out. What sort of rubbish? We don't have Biafran struggle. Who do you think that is protecting us? We are protecting ourselves. So many things are being done, even with who are here in North. We know how we are following the process. We know how we are playing alongside. We have never actualized Biafra. If we actualize Biafra, everything will be transparent. Everything will go under the government of Biafra. But who is your government today? And then Nnamdi Kanu is in that position, making sure what you are talking here is that somebody who laid down his life, he uses 1 million to solve his personal problem from the same background, from the same people that he was for them in the prison. Then he become a crown. And you say to Munachi, they talk about greed. What type of greed is that? Clifford, Iroanya, I'll absorb my comment. You need to clean your mouth. You need to clean your mouth. You have no such morality as to stand to lay such an allegation and wanted to dent our leader. You don't have what it takes. Believe you me, you don't have what it takes. Okay? Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu was limited in the prison. That is why, even if that happened, he would have just make a call for you to know how important Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is for us. You think is $100, $100. The other day he announced in the radio Biafra, a woman just bundled, woman Monachi, that is a woman just marginally 100,000. Just to know how important. At the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he don't need to beg for money this day. Let him just call me on phone. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, call me on phone when you need money. Because you are fighting for my cause. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate what you are doing so much. Next time when you need 1 million, please don't call Clifford Iroanya. Don't communicate people like Clifford Iroanya in IPOP, because we still have a lot of them in IPOP. Please, people like Clifford Iroanya, don't even let them know you need 50,000 or 1,000. Call people like us on phone. When you need 1,000, we will deposit 10,000. We will deposit 10,000 for you. You don't need to call them. And I want to beg Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please, don't respond to that Clifford Iroanya. Leave him for us. We challenge him. Leave him for us. We challenge him to come out. To face. But from what he's doing, is he man enough? Even some person that I fall out with here, they are still keeping my secret. Men who are men. Even my fight and falling out with them have not even prompted them to say my secret openly, or things I did with them in secret openly. Are you a man? You say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a wrong person by fighting you. But from what you are doing is clear to all Biafran, even to people who doesn't like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, though they, even if they deny the truth, they knows that you are the right person for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fight. Because the fear of other people, Ijaw people, or fear of even other people who about joining Biafra, about joining Igbo, their fear is people like you. Their fear is people like you who are ungrateful, who are wicked, who are dark, who are ready to formulate lie even when they are facing cameras.
So the likes of Clifford Iroanya is the threat to Biafra restoration. The character that Clifford Iroanya carries is a big threat to this struggle.
All these things that is flying around with all these nonentities who goes around to say Nnamdi Kanu is a scammer is the lie that Clifford Iroanya and the rest of their group is cheering in the WhatsApp group, in the chat message, anybody they see in the line. It is their language, and I know them very well. It is their language. Because they have failed as a person. They have failed as a leader. They might be successful as a person, but as a leader, they have failed. Now they goes around to look for who they will put the blame of their failure on. After 3 years, you left IPOP. You have never showed the people leadership. You have never been able to prove to people that this persecution that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took for Biafra, I'm ready to go through. You have never proven that you are ready. You are ready for Biafra, but you are here to tell us rubbish. Mazi, we are the one bringing the money. Clifford, we are the one contributing the money. Why are you dying in another person's case? We are willingly appreciating Mazi Kanu. Do you know how much personally we are giving? Do you know how much personally? Not the money going through the account of IPOP. Do you know personally, Biafrans? Do you know personally what they are giving just in appreciation? Just in appreciation. You are here to talk money. What he get, he even said it in Radio Biafra, that all the money people are dashing him in appreciation, he's putting it back into the struggle. He's contributing his own quota. What brought him where he is today? It is his skill. You say he doesn't have skill. But you, Clifford Iroanya, has not gathered a group of 50 people by yourself and stand out for them. But somebody who has gathered millions under his charisma. Under his charisma is the man you said he has no skill. Just because he chooses for you to work, Biafra, is it one-man job? He's doing his part. Why can't you do your own part of that skill? You just receive an ordinary discipline. Which government, which organization doesn't do it? If any leader of organization feel that something negative has entered the gathering, he has the right to dissolve it. The reason for dissolving it is not because he wanted to throw the people or he wanted to disappoint the people, but he dissolved that we can so separate the shaft because he had that we want to see that discipline, that commitment in you, but arrogance, proud, which you are displaying with women because you saw women, you are bringing certificate, you want to show them you are a PhD because you want them to fall sheep for you. You want them to fall sheep. I hope your wife is watching that movie. He's watching that video you are doing. Because you are doing everything just for the women to fall for you. There is no man in you. Since 3 years ago, we have been waiting. We are waiting for you to come online and start telling Biafra. It's just your emotional, your emotional intolerance towards Uchemofo, which was the language you are spelling with that conversation. That he is a radio operator or whatever. He has nothing to do with the leadership. It's just that you emotional, intolerance you have towards Mazi Uchemofo is what push you into rubbish. I know people like you. Then he will prefer sinking the whole villages. He prefers sinking the whole country because you are in disagreement with one person. You are not man enough. We know who are men. The men that have the vibe that can be in the struggle like the struggle of IPOP. We know how they talk. We know how they carry themselves. Based on your display, we know that you help to expose yourself more. If you will take my godly advice, just run away. Don't appear again. But if you feel you are very strong, please come on a live video and put a number to contact you. Put a number to contact you. You don't have what it takes to dent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't have. That man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not about the money you are calling. Your governors are busy. You are governor, you are not able. You with your PhD and whatever you have no even power to probe the governors who are embezzling the public money in your own state. With your PhD, are you not wiseness with all your wisdom? And the governors and even local government councillor in your own village is eating the money that is meant for the masses. And for 3 years you are in your room eating your wife's food. You can't come out to fight those injustices. So what you have fiber to fight, what you have muscle to fight is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under the back of women. Hi, Clifford Iroanya. Who did this to you? Who did this to you? Is that how the mighty falls?
Clifford Iroanya was never mighty. Mazi, there is something I said yesterday. If I can go back to it. When Clifford Iroanya was under the grace of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he did excellently well. There is something I said, and I want to repeat it here, and I will continue to say it. You know, Mazi, let me tell you. The Bible says that iron sharpeneth iron. Now. But when you go and use wood to sharpen iron, it can never work. When Clifford Iroanya was in IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was under the grace. He was connected to the right source and the right anointing. And as soon as he left, everything left him as well. When I remember when I was listening to Clifford Iroanya in Radio Biafra those days, when he used to challenge the likes of Obasanjo and T.Y. Danjuma. Also, Obasanjo not gonna buy up. People like us were like jubilating that I see popular like this or not soon Radio Biafra. But today, now that he's on his own, he lost all those vibes because he's no longer connected to the real source. So what made Clifford Iroanya in the first place was his contact with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that grace that he had under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because if that was not the reality, when he left IPOB, by now, but today he's completely
Yes, Mazi. I want to drop this truth because my computer is here. My intention is to on my computer so that I can counter everything, every lie he says with the truth. That's how I do my own thing. Another thing that I wanted to counter the Biafrans to listen. Now, regarding transparency, he said, and the Munachi was opening her mouth. You know that Munachi is Imbe. She handed the moderation over to the other woman, Pent on and why is these people married to Igbo men? Which kind of weak Igbo men are they married to? Most of women that I'm seeing online these days. Hi, Chineke, my God, awful. In fact, this is the level of decay we have come to in that Nigeria has brought to Igbo nation, to Igbos. Hi, ihe dike jibre di ebube. Is rotting in what kind of weak is that? The kind of burger that Mazen and the Kadu is claiming they are eating in America, that are making some weak men. Which men are these women under? Which men are they under? Because why I'm saying this is that because they are busy, and the other woman was saying, hey, there is no transparency. So struggle for Biafra. Do you think that organizations like IPOP can be transparent to people like you, Munashi? To people like you, Clifford Iroanya? Do you think? With what you are doing, with your attitude, with your body language, do you think that a movement like IPOP can be transparent?
Somebody is trying to tell you that it's not IPOP, that is IPO, that is IPOP, but not mind that. You know, our people have a way of making comedy out of everything. So when you say IPOP, they say no, it's not IPOP, it's IPO. So go ahead.
Yeah.
So try and pronounce it better for them to understand.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my dear. Sorry, my dear.
Onyala. No, you see how difficult our people are. Despite all you hold teachings, the only thing they are looking at is your fault.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Everybody is entitled to his own opinion. Nobody is above correction. Nobody is above correction. But ihe onyara si na ihe ya ji bụrụ onyara bụ nya na-ekwupụ ofu ọzọ a na-abịa n'ọnụ. Do you understand? So, that is that kind of, yeah. So, I'm still saying the same thing. Do they think that an organizations like IPOB can trust them, can trust people like Munashi and the people like Clifford Iroanya and be transparent to them? Impossible. Look at him. If he has known more than he knows now, he would have stopped IPOP. Just Biafran, all what I just want you guys is when I talk to you, George. If he had known more than the leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he would have stopped us. He doesn't care whatever things he do. He doesn't care about who he affects most. He doesn't care. All his cares is just about his emotional, his feeling, his want, his need.
His ego.
Which his ego, pride, which when you put together is selfishness and the greedy. And jealous and envy. So that is the thing that I want to encounter, and I want Biafran to judge. Person that you watch in that video as Clifford Iroanya, judge it. If he had known, if he's seeking for transparency, if he had known more than he knows now, he would have stopped us. He would have stopped us. And that is why I'm sending message to all the Clifford Iroanyas and the Marashis and the Munashis in IPOP now. If you seek for IPOP to be transparent to you, it will never happen. You will wait till forever. Because we are intelligent and we know your type. We know what you can do. There is one adage of our people. Maz, I want to say this adage, and we know we don't tend to stay long. My father told me that about when he's telling me about women, training me about women. I don't know if your own father trained you, but my father is a guy man. He told me so many secrets about women. So, and one of the secrets he told me with a story that a man went and tied something. And after he has tied that thing, he came home and he sat with his woman and he showed his woman that this thing that I tie here is my life. Any day you go and bring it down, my life is finished. And he took that thing and went and hung it in a place and show his wife where I hung it. Look at where I kept it. Is my life. If you bring it down, that means my life end. But do you know, just a small argument. Do you know what that woman did? A small argument, that family has argument, even here with my friends, even my friends, I have argument with them. Sometimes we might not talk for 1 month. After some time, we reconcile. Argument is everywhere. It's a natural phenomenon with human being. You can disagree today and agree tomorrow. But for a slight argument in the family, the woman just went and took that thing that man said is my life. He went and took it and smashed on the ground just because he wanted that man to finish.
Dead. Yes.
You see reason why you can never trust your life in the hands of some fool, some stupid, some greedy, some selfish human being. Don't trust your life in their hands, or else if they know more than they know now, they will stop you. Unfortunate to that woman, she didn't know that the man was lying. She didn't know that the man was lying. He's just a trier. We will be very transparent to everyone, to every nation, to every people when Biafran come, when we have a government with army, with a constitution that can defend us, so that when you disagree, then we go to Biafran court where we can obtain justice, not Nigerian court where justice is being denied. So that is why you can never be allowed to know everything. You will leave it for who is in position to know it. The secret of Biafran struggle can never be for everyone. It can never. Even me, I don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know, and I don't know what Mazi Party know. I know that there is things that he's holding for IPOP in confidence. I know that there is a lot of confidential things that he is holding for IPOP, and he will hold it till Biafran come. And there is a lot of confidence. There is a lot of confidential things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is holding for Biafra, and he will hold it till Biafran come. Let us stop lying to ourselves, because this thing you are seeing that we are doing now, we have no place where we can get justice. No constitution, no constitutional court that can give us justice. If Clifford Iroanya feels that he has the truth, let him successfully For anything he failed to be fraudulent with IPOB, let him successfully sue IPOB. Let him successfully sue IPOB. Let him do that. And we know that the education he claimed he has, that he really have it. Let us face the truth. Biafran, my people, every time face the truth, counter the lie with the truth. They are seeking to know. And Uchemofo told them even before Mazinan the Kano come, Uchemofo keep telling them that the foundation of this the foundation of this project can never see corruption. They seek to invent the foundation of this project. And that is why this project is not transparent to them. Because the people who are piloting the project, they are intelligent. They know people like Clifford Iroanya. They know people like Munashi. No matter how she stretches her neck, she cannot look, she cannot see. Because what we are doing is very deep. Very, very deep. That's why Mazin Nandekano sometimes lament, he needs 100 people. These 100 people must be people that has capacity. He is not all shaft. He's not people who come to sing praises. He's not people who comes to lean on his chest while they are thinking of something different, while they are thinking of seducing him. He's not people who come to hug him and kiss him in order to seduce him. They are not the 100 people. Men, there is men that when you commit things in their hand, you will go and sleep. When that men come, they are the people that many secrets they will be told. Because even when you fall out with them, not like what Asri Dokubo, that's why in one of the video I telling you, I was saying, why should Asri Dokubo fight like a man and head like a woman? A man, what you give a man in confidence, what you give a man in confidence, some men will carry it to grave. Some men who are men, they don't come to gossip just because you fall out with them or you disagreed with them. And they come openly to say, even the Bible said it. What was done? Are you not ashamed to say what was done in the secret in the open? The Bible said it when Paul was warning people who committed atrocity in the secret. And he was telling them, are you not ashamed? Outside. Or maybe a committee say one atrocity, then are you not ashamed to say what was done in the secret in the open? That shows that you don't have quality. I said I have some friends. I fall out with them. But what they told me in confidence. Some of their confidential things that I have for them, I have not let it out. Not even at the point of fight.
You don't have any reason to let what you did, oh Mazi, that is where character.
Because
that is
Mazi, I want to make this point to Biafran. Everything that Iroanya says, or Mazi Nandekanu related to Iroanya, it was not that those secret is not for Mazi Nandekanu. He was not giving that secret that Iroanya should keep it for him. Is that Iroanya should keep those secrets for Biafran. And look at him under the back of women gossiping and telling lies. This is for Biafrans. This is for the struggle that Iroanya has led and the men die. And the man is still languishing in the prison. And the things you felt that you are talking, you felt that he's talking, you are talking about that was giving you.
He thought he could blackmail Mazin Nandekano with the secret or whatever he feel he knows that he's supposed to use to protect the Biafran people. Now he's trying to make it as if You know, he's not trying to release it as a secret to the world, something that will definitely affect everybody, the struggle in general. Not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life, personally.
That is just my position. I want Biafran to see weakness in this man. He is too weak. Forget PhD, forget refined English. Some of us still they eat without refined English. We still they eat. We still they take care of our family. We still they assist. Even when you check his father, or his father might not have gone to school. Does it mean that his father doesn't have a refined English? But does it mean that his father is stupid? He still walk his way. He still trained him, even if his father has. His forefather doesn't. It's not about education. It's not about refined English. It's not about even some people who we know, some mago in Nigeria, they're not selling and buying certificates. Buhari is a practical example. Can use certificate or whatever to come and intimidate the voice of a common man. I challenge you to come live. There are things that I can't say here because you might just counted me among all these stupid people, blind people that are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I want you to come live. So we will do this movie. Biafran will gather and you will act this movie with them. Because they are going to ask you questions. I have talked with Biafrans, even with people who walk very close to you. I know what they have in book for you. I know. So at this point, Mazi, I think the few that I know, if there is any other thing that he says in that video that you remember, you tell me, I will counter it. I will show people here and people will judge. Because you have heard his voice and you also hear our voice. This is not the fight.
There is something I want to clear because we have our former national coordinator who goes by the name Michael Iroanya. So people, each time I try to each time I try to talk about this issue of Clifford Iroanya, people always mistake it for Michael Iroanya. Michael Iroanya is a different person entirely. Why Clifford Iroanya is a different, they are not in any way related. You know, so these are two people from different states, even they are all Biafran. But Michael Iroanya was the former national coordinator of IPOB in Italy. While Clifford Iroanya was a former member of the DOS, Directorate of State, who was sent out of IPOB as a result of his lack of discipline. I used to say that, you know, yesterday I talked about the lack of discipline. It was the same lack of discipline that also sent the monarchy in question out of IPOB. Lack of discipline because she could not follow the protocols. She jumped, she wanted to go before her shadows by running to go and set up a Biafran bank that was still in planning. You see the problem with our people. And today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become her worst enemy because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told her that things must go accordingly. Our people do not like when things go accordingly. Everybody wants to show themselves. Everybody wants to be in the forefront. Okay, now, before the Biafran bank issue came, where were you? The Biafran bank issue was an idea of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you don't took it around with. Why didn't you set up the Biafran bank all this while? The same thing with the Clifford Iroanya, who felt that by setting up a radio Biafra, that he could also make the amount of money. Because their problem have always been this money. Clifford Iroanya ran to open a radio Biafra International, believing that he also want to get contribution. He want to set up a parallel organization. And today, he has not even been able to come out with an account of how he ran the Radio Biafra International and his achievement in that Radio Biafra International. But he had the temerity to come and
Mazi, let me tell.
the show of
let me tell you the kind of mindset that these people have. Is the kind of mindset that the Nigerian churches have. They speak against their GO. They speak against their GO because they want to gain the member of their GO. So when you talk against this church, then you draw the member of that church into your own member.
Church.
So this is the main mindset they have. They don't have the mindset of coming to work for the people, because your work will justify you. You don't need to be making mouth bala bala. Last time he come say make a series, he did this, make a series, did this. He said, you don't need to be making bala bala. For 3 years you would have been seeing the work. That work that you argue that IPOP was not doing well. For 3 years, we would have seen you. You would have the evidence we expect Clifford Iroanya to be coming now is to giving us account. I left IPOP 3 years ago, and from that time I left IPOP for 3 years ago. See what I have achieved, and this is what I'm arguing in IPOP that IPOP was not doing. But none. He wasn't coming to show us, I have moved this struggle for 3 years. The 3 years I have moved this struggle from this position to this position because IPOP was not able to move it. And hey, Mazi, I come again. All of you are sorry. I will just talk this one. And after this one, I go because it's almost family time now. So he said again that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make it open that that Biafra will come by war. Mazi, his two things, he said, I'm struggling, and also war, through war. Now, war. Mazi, which kind of war past the kind of war that we are in now? Are we in war or not? Even though when we don't want it. Even if though we pretend we don't want it, or even we want it, are we not in war now? Are we not in war? Now, he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say Biafra will come by armed struggle. That this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believe. My brother, is it only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who has talked it? That Juma, didn't he come out and said that his people should take up arms and defend themselves? How many people in Nigeria that is calling that people should defend themselves with arms? So when they pick up arms to defend themselves, is that not armed struggling? I just contacted Clifford Iroanya to show him that we Biafra, we are not stupid. We didn't follow him when he was in Radio Biafra as a stupid people. And we are not following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a stupid. And
Mazi, there is also one thing I want to let Mazi, Clifford Iroanya, Dr. Clifford Iroanya to understand is that we Biafrans followed you in IPOB based on the IPOB structure set up by the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he was in IPOB, people listened to you based on the platform where you worked under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They gave you the trust they gave you. They took orders from you because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the trust, all the things you enjoyed under IPOB were because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the trust that we gave to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the trust we extended to you as a principal officer under IPOB. But when now that you are on your own, how many people are following you? How many crowd are you gathering? Mazi, go ahead.
We don't want to go ahead of him. We don't want to go ahead of Clifford Iroanya. If he starts coming, we want him to come out because he has showed us what Mazi benefited from IPOP. when he was in the prison. He is also going to show us what he himself has been, because he has defended it, that he is a successful man. He is engineer, that the company he's working is the second best in America. But when he finishes, we want him to come line, because we are going to ask him. He's going to show us things that he also, the financial benefit that he also get from IPOP when he was serving. We are going to ask him. And the people who has details, they are going to be online with him. So, do you understand me? So we just want to image a video where counter some of the small lies. Onwele fellow feel onye dingozi n'etiti ụmụ ikporo niile, ịghọtago, or where sheep see in as in nowhere background or build, and ndị asal brain ha na ndị na adịmakọ nwunye mmadụ ọnụ.
Now, thank you for being part of this program. Let me allow you to go. I want to say thank you to each and every. We have over 700 viewers right now. I want all of you, all the 730 or whatever of you, to share this video. Share it. This video is very, very educative. As you can see, our brother Mazi Solomon always coming on my live program, because I know he's a very wise man with good sense of analysis. And that is why I present him in my program all the time, regularly, because he has what it takes to deliver. But don't be selfish like Clifford, Iroanya. Share this video so that other Biafrans around the world can also follow and keep watching our program, because it's quite educative, it's interesting, and we are here to destroy every lie that has been told, directly or indirectly, against the leader. I am not against the leader of IPOB.
No matter on that side at all.
Yes, and we cannot fold our hands and watch people lie against the leader of IPOB and remain silent. It's not possible. Me personally, I'm under oath to protect IPOB and the leadership of IPOB, and I will continue to do that in any capacity at my disposal. Mazi,
just to join the comment that you have already made, you under oath to protect IPOB, and that is the truth. Who is IPOB? The indigenous people of Biafra. We are not indigenous people of Biafra in radio, in internet. We are indigenous people. We are indigenous people by right. We are indigenous people. We are real. We are real. We have our land. We have our territory. It's not our territory, and our land is not in internet. It's not in radio. We are the people. We represent ourselves, and we are being represented with people that has capacity, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, under the platforms of Radio Biafra. And he lead us as he lead IPOB, on IPOB, which we are under. He is our leader. And there's so many people in appreciation regard him as a savior, because where we are agitating to take the people of Biafra is where they will experience freedom, is where they will live their life in full, is where they will never complain of bad road, is where they will have power, electricity 24 hours, is a country as God recommended to the children of Israel, that flows with milk and honey for the people in that region. So that is what Nnamdi Kanu has dedicated his life to be a servant to. And he's holding all our secrets in confidence. He's holding all our secrets. So in confidence, and we trust him. We are already at sleep. We know he's not going to sell us out. And we know he's not going to fight for or look for girlfriend tomorrow. And because he want the woman or he want the women to like him, and he will start telling them our story. So we trust him. So if you are his type, you will be made, the secret of Biafra will be made available for you. But if you are the type of Clifford, Iroanya, and the monarchy, you can never know nothing. All hail Biafra. I will
Mazi,
see you
thank you
once
very
again
much. Thank you
when
for coming in.
Pat
Thank
will
you for
decide to
coming in.
bring me back. God bless you.
Thank you for yes. And in the coming days, definitely you'll be back again. Within the week, we'll be coming back. So Biafran, stay tuned. And in the next few minutes, I'll be joining another program with our Isoko, the Riverine Brothers. Our Riverine Brothers, they are hosting me today on a Facebook Live program. I'll be joining the link very soon, and I invite all of you to join us so that we can talk about the reconciliation. You know, how we can build bridges with our brothers in the coastal region and those in the mainland, and how to move the struggle forward. Mazi, thank you for being part of us today. Thank you. You always deliver, and I trust you on that, and we appreciate. And I hope to also use this medium to encourage the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know you are a strong man already, but we are here to encourage you to keep on doing what you are doing. Biafrans are behind you. No amount of blackmail will bring you down. We will stand by you, even in your mistakes, whatever mistake you make, we will always condone it because we trust and we love you. Because love covers everything. Mazi, thank you. I want to say happy Sunday to everybody. Join me in the next program. Let us do it. Let's keep going. Thank you, Mazi Solomon. May the good Lord be with you, and God bless.